Okay, here is the follow-up video to our GCI Gannett call. Remember, this thing was basing here on the daily chart, and we liked it if it got over, up above this around 1160 area. We thought it could go a little higher. So that was the idea. So this was a no-brainer for us. Let me zoom in using 5-minute candles. Now, this red line is for the SPY, which is basically the whole market. We always have that superimposed on all of our charts. So this will show you what the market did right off the bat, which is why nothing, none of our triggers were hit as far as, we talked about in this GCI idea video, how we, if it triggers in the first 5 minutes, we won't take the trade. Well, when the market gaps down and then takes off to the downside like this, we don't have to worry about anything triggering. So really, it's kind of a relaxed morning, and and then we spend the day looking for other ideas, which is fine. So today, GCI never gave me anything that was compelling. So it was just a no trade. We did take an early trade, which is out of the ordinary for me on a day when the market's this weak. But SRZ, I'll show you the setup. Sunrise Senior Living. This thing was 444 back on, let's see, November 6th. Just off a cliff here, all the way down to 226. So basically cut in half in about 2 sessions. So anytime you see that, you're thinking, possibly rumors of bankruptcy or something along those lines. The chart was definitely saying this company's in trouble, all right? And so for that reason, when I saw, then it popped this day, didn't watch it or didn't play it that day, but then today when I saw it gapping up above these last several days, well, to me that says whatever their trouble is, maybe it's been rectified. I don't even check the news. I just check the charts, okay? But this is telling me that whatever the fears were here, probably some news came out that proved this wasn't justified, okay? So interesting gap up. Now let me zoom in. Actually was using 3-minute candles on this one. I liked it so much. You had consecutive lower tops and a nice little green one here. I called it at $3 even on a 3-minute candle setup with a worst case stop, 293 right here below this. So that's a 7-cent risk. And once it hit 3, it was off to the races pretty quickly to 316, even though the market was selling off still. So unfortunately, it ended up being a scalp for me. Because when the market just kept heading lower, I took my profits and had, it was nicely green right off the bat today, which was cool, especially in a down market. But for those that even went to a break-even stop, which some of our members did, or kept the original stop, this thing went all the way to 337 here for a 12% profit potential, really within the first 20 minutes or so. So a really nice trade there on SRZ. And again, it's not like me to call something long when the market's doing this, but because of the dynamic of the SRZ chart, that I just showed you, it was too compelling to pass up on a 7-cent risk. So that was the early call I made today. And we had a bunch of stuff that's not really worth talking about, a bunch of small scalps here and there, 15, 20 cents, that sort of thing. Another nice one, though, that had a pretty good result was STP. This is from today. Daily, nice gap up after looking like it was going to start rolling over after this big gap up. Solars have been pretty strong, okay? So then using 5-minute candles, STP got to 1570 here, then pulled back and kind of put a base in. Doesn't look like much of a base now, but at the time, these were the only candles that were formed, so you didn't have all this. So it looked much tighter and was much tighter at the time. So we call this at 1567. It hit 65 a few times here. And I told the room, I said 67 would be a clean break of the 65, should get you through this 1570 earlier high, and that should get you through the high of the day, should or could get you through the 1575. So you have what we call stacked catalysts. So the call was 67. It did get right through 70, and it did get right through 75, and then did a pullback, but really stayed strong all day and ended up going all the way to 1638. Now remember that the trigger that we called was 1567, right about here. Worst case stop, 1551, I think, below this candle. So there, 16-cent risk, and almost netted something like 70 or 80 cents. So very nice one there too. Solar's doing very well. So those are the two big highlights from today. And again, a lot of the other stuff was just little scalps or our waterfall plays that we're teaching. When things are looking like they're tanking real hard, we have a way to play those for a nice bounce. So, all right, we were going to wrap this up, and we'll try to send out, we'll send out another free pick. Actually, we won't. We're on vacation next week because of the Thanksgiving holiday. Very low volume trading Monday through Wednesday. Friday, the market will be closed Thursday and Friday. almost no volume, and the market, I think, will close early. So great week to take a vacation. So we're on vacation next week, so there will be no free pick next week. But the week after that, we'll send out another free pick. For our members, if you happen to be a member and watching this video, this is really for free pick members, but you never know. The room will still be open for you guys to trade our ideas. So we will have the chat room open next week. But I will not be in there making calls until the following week. So I'm going to wrap this up, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great night.